certified family medicine doctor focusing on health and wellness. Today I'm interviewing Jason, who is an owner operator and is going to be talking with us about how to stay healthy as a truck driver, the life of a truck driver, and what you need to do to make sure your health is top notch and at the forefront of your mind. Okay? All right, Jason.
Yes.
So tell me about your trucking.
Well, my trucking company's name Elite Transportation LLC, and I have a contract with Supreme Auto Transport, and them it's a 4-year contract. With them, I transport new cars, mainly new cars. Let's say about 98% new cars, and then sometimes we do a little bit of dealer trade. What that is, dealer calls another dealer. They got the kind of car that they need. I get it transported to that other dealership, or sometimes we do auction cars.
So you get to drive the car before the owner even gets
Before the owner even gets it.
Okay. All right. So how long have you been focusing on health and wellness?
For a while, what really garnered that my intention to be healthy by being a truck driver, because when I started driving, like a long time ago, how truck drivers used to look, they would have a pot belly and just completely out of shape. And I was like, well, I don't want to look like a typical truck driver. So I wanted to change the element of just truck driving, being healthy on the road.
Okay. So do you feel like that's a challenge as a truck driver?
Yeah, yes it is. It's a challenge because, truck drivers work about 10 to 12 hours a day. And 9 times out of 10, when it's time to stop, truck drivers just eat and just go to sleep. And no matter where they stop, they'll go into the truck stop diners and eat whatever and just go to sleep.
I heard some truck drivers say they don't really want to eat while they're driving because then they get sleepy. And then, so they try to keep the eating to a minimum. So I guess that makes sense. When you do get a chance to get off the road, then you try to just
eat as much as you can.
Exactly.
Well, that can be true, but it depends on what you're eating. If you're eating hamburgers and french fries all day while you're driving, yeah, of course it's gonna make you sleepy. It's full of fat and grease. If you balance that with a granola bar or some fruit or just a smoothie, you won't get sleepy.
So you mentioned smoothie, and yes. I'm thinking of can you get a smoothie while you're at the gas station, or so?
Yeah.
How do you make this work?
Well, the one thing that I've noticed now, truck drivers, they didn't have smoothies to begin with at all, so I really didn't have any smoothies. But now they have these naked juices that have the protein, and you can use that as a smoothie. Or what now truck drivers are now doing, they're bringing a portable kitchen inside the truck. They have the hot plate, the air fryer.
Oh, okay.
And they have their own inverter to keep all that powered. So basically, a lot of truck drivers now are starting to buy their own food and just cook it inside the truck now.
So is there, if you didn't have a kitchen in your truck, is there a way to get healthy food?
From the truck stop?
Yeah.
Yes, there is now. The ones that I frequently go to is the Love's truck stop.
Okay.
They make their own salads.
Oh.
They cut up their own fruit. They make their own yogurt.
So it's fresh.
Yes, fresh daily.
Okay, so fresh fruit, fresh salads. Okay, good. And then if you were to go to grocery store, is it a problem parking your big truck and come in there? Or
the only good place for a truck driver to park at is Walmart. Or if you're not sure where a truck driver can park at, we have an app, Truckers app, to where we can find where trucks can park at any type of grocery store.
What's that?
With technology, they got, it's called a Trucker's Path.
Trucker's Path?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. That's excellent. All right, so I'm sure all this was trial and error, figuring all this stuff out. Is there any link to where truck drivers can kind of say, oh, this is a group where truck drivers are healthy? I know back in the day, they had the CBs and you talk and everything. Do you guys still do that?
I don't have a CB now.
Okay.
I've stopped having a CB 10 years ago, so I don't even have that. But there is an app on Facebook called Black Truck Drivers, and then there's another one called Truck Drivers Fit on Facebook, where truck drivers all link together and shell out different type of workout ideas that they have.
Okay.
They have videos where they work out at the truck stop or the rest area. Sometimes because we have to do a 30-minute break, so we have to stop. So sometimes when I'm not unloading, if I'm stopped at a rest area, I'll just get on the jump rope,
Jump rope. And that's a piece of equipment that doesn't
Yeah,
take a lot of space.
The equipment that truck drivers bring, some bring weight, some even bring a weight bench. See, I don't have that much room because I have a car holder, so mine is real limited.
Okay.
So what I have is a resistance band.
Resistance band. So how much pound or resistance?
The
can you
resistance
get?
I have is 180 pounds.
Wow, I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
You can get that much weight on it. Okay. So you can have like a 30-minute exercise.
Yeah, a
rope.
30-minute exercise.
Okay.
Yeah.
Without losing money.
Yeah, without
I know
losing
that's
money.
important.
Yeah, it's very important. Yeah, you can do that without losing money.
Okay, all right. And then, so we talked about some ways to get healthy food while you're on the road. And then you mentioned meal prep before.
Yeah.
What is your process as far as meal prepping to make sure food stays fresh?
What I do is I cook the food Saturday or Sunday, and then I freeze it.
Okay.
And I put it in my refrigerator, and I have a little, like a hot plate warmer. It plugs into your cigarette lighter. So if I don't have to or want to stop, I make sure I have my meal prep in a container and pop it in there and just plug it up and it heats up.
Okay.
And I'll eat it while I'm driving.
So what are you eating?
I'm eating like chicken breast and vegetables.
So is that pretty much standard chicken breast?
Standard chicken breast or turkey, or sometimes I get like those veggie patties. Or I bake my own vegetables, just pile a bunch of vegetables together, mix that together, get some brown rice.
So what about breakfast options?
Well, what I do intermittent fasting. So the breakfast I use is black, dark coffee, and I put a tablespoon of coconut oil.
Okay. So intermittent fasting is another
It's another thing.
way,
So
yeah.
And I guess other truck drivers, they'll probably, majority of truck drivers don't eat breakfast sometimes because they get up and they just go. So that works out for me because all I do is just get black coffee. Don't put no sugar, cream in it. Put that a tablespoon of coconut oil, and just go.
So I usually encourage people to eat a significant amount of food
Yeah.
for the day, right?
Oh yeah.
So if you're doing intermittent fasting, how are you getting in all your calories to be able to have that energy to do those workouts during a 30-minute break and that kind of thing? Tell me.
Okay.
So
See how I do it. I don't know if it'll work for anybody else, but I've been doing intermittent fasting for a while, for a minute. So I guess my body's gotten used to it. With that tablespoon of coconut oil, that's a lot of fat. So it's unsaturated fat. So basically that sustains me till 12 o'clock.
Okay.
When 12 o'clock hit, I'm ready to eat.
I'm ready to eat.
So I eat that meal and then I'm good. And then my second meal is after I do a workout.
So you just do 2 meals a day?
Yeah.
Okay. So how much food?
Oh, it's quite a bit. Yeah.
So you said chicken.
Yeah, I'll eat
like
two chicken breasts.
Okay.
2 chicken breasts and 2.5 cupfuls of vegetables with brown rice.
All right. So we talked about the eating. Tell me about exercise routines.
Exercise
What can you
routines.
get in 30 minutes? I know 30 minutes of jump rope seems.
Well, 30 minutes of jump rope. You could do 10 sets of 1 minute.
So what would you, for beginners?
For beginners,
Yeah, so beginners, truck drivers, it's like, okay, I'm getting ready to start off and try to be healthier. What's some tips that you would give them?
the first thing I do is tell them before you even start to work out, change your eating habit.
Okay.
Change your eating habit and do breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
But you said you don't eat breakfast.
Yeah, but that's, you said for beginners.
Right.
I'm just saying, but do breakfast, lunch, and dinner so your body can get used to what you're eating.
Okay.
It's just gonna be hard for the first week because you gotta train your mind and your body to get all that toxin food, what you've been eating, out of your system. Do that for a week or two and then start to work out. But when you do start to work out, just do simple workouts. Do 5 push-ups, 5 or 10 sit-ups, 10 squats, and 10 leg raises.
Okay.
And that's basically all you really need to do.
So sit-ups, 5 to 10 push-ups.
5 to 10 push-ups and 5 to 10 squats and 5 to 10 leg raises. And I'd say about 20 jumping jacks.
So do that for about 2 weeks.
Do that for about 2 weeks and you start getting used to it. Then that's when I'll incorporate a workout for you to start doing.
So how many times a week do you work out, or which would be a good amount?
For a truck driver, I say 3 to 4 3 to 4 days a week.
3 to 4 days. That's including on the road?
Yeah, that's going on the road,
Okay.
yep.
All right, so the national standards require you to stop?
For 30 minutes, yes.
Okay.
Mhm. You have to, sir, it's a law.
Okay, and then what's your motivating factor as far as how you prioritize your health?
My motivating factor is when I get home, I want to be able to play with my daughter. I just want to be healthy. I don't want to be, I look at so many people who are my age and they just.
How old are you, if you don't mind sharing?
45.
Oh, okay.
So I look at them, I'm like, I never want to be like that. I don't want to be like, well, I'm too old to do this. It's just a number. It's basically a mind state. When people say, well, I can't do it because my legs are hurting, all you gotta do is stretch every day. Once you do that, I mean, when we were young, we were used to just jumping up and just running around.
Yeah.
When we get older, we have jobs now, so we don't really get up, jump around, and run around. We're too busy trying to pay bills. All you gotta do is stretch in the morning, stretch at night. You'll be confident day.
And then just kind of build up.
Build up the
I
fat.
try to tell people to gradually.
Yes,
You know, start with the 5 sit-ups and jumping jacks, and then just gradually build up. You might start 1 week with 5, and next week you do 6.
Yeah.
Just to get the
Exactly.
blood flowing to those knees
Exactly.
and everything like that. Okay. All right, perfect. I think that's it. Did you have anything else you wanted to add?
Yeah, I'm starting up a sea moss company, and I take that daily. Sea moss is a very good benefit to have. So
What are some of the benefits of sea moss, if you don't mind sharing?
Get rid of toxins. It's good for your skin, your health, your cardiovascular, just a whole bunch of things. There's so many things that you could just, anything that you could think of, that's what it's good for. And I take that instead of vitamins. It's basically replenished 92% of 102 minerals that you need for your body. So.
That's good. Good stuff. I heard it helps with digestion
Oh,
and your
yes.
skin,
Yes,
energy levels.
Oh,
So
yeah,
if you're
energy
going
level is,
from
yeah.
processed foods to starting to eat more healthy,
Mhm.
I think that would be a good addition.
Oh yeah, it's a real good addition, and that's the key. The thing about losing weight or trying to maintain is processed food. If you can make your food, that would be the key right there.
So you might initially have to start out getting some equipment like the
Yeah.
hot plate.
Hot plate,
and
get a little
refrigerator.
miniature blender. That's what I have.
Okay.
So just start incorporating that and go to your local Walmart and just start getting some foods. Sometimes try to stay away from fresh food when you're on the road. The best thing to do is get frozen vegetables.
That makes sense.
That's the best thing you get right there.
So with the sea moss, I'm told that there's a process, right? You can't
Yes.
just buy the sea moss. So if you got your company where you have this sea moss that's for sale,
Yeah.
and we'll, is there a website or anything like that?
Not yet, but it's coming up.
Okay,
It's
so
coming
we'll
up.
attach that when we get that information.
Okay.
But what's the preparation with the sea moss?
Well, once I get the sea moss, I have to first boil some water, put the sea moss.
You're not doing this on the road, are you?
No, I do
Okay.
this. No, that's one thing I can't
Sounds
do.
like that.
And I get some lime or lemon juice and put the sea moss in. It has to be sit there for 24 hours to get that little sea taste out. It gets it completely out. Then after the 24 hours, I rinse it thoroughly. And then I cut off the ends off, and then it's ready to be made.
So you can put the sea moss, you can eat it by itself.
You eat it by itself, or you could put it in yogurt, what my wife does, or you could put it in a smoothie. And if you're preparing soup, you can put it in there, you can put it in anything.
So the heat doesn't kill it.
No, he doesn't kill it,
Okay.
just dissolves it into whatever you're doing. Yeah.
Okay. And so this is really good. So with the sea moss, it can replace vitamins, so that can be something that you one less thing that you have to buy.
Yeah.
The exercising helps with the cardiovascular, your heart health. A lot of times people have blood pressure issues and heart rate issues from sitting for so many hours.
Yes.
The exercise can help prevent the blood clots.
Yes.
That can happen when you're on the road trying to get from here to California to wherever in Texas and everything.
And it's good for your energy. It's really good for your energy too. Kind of like a boost you up, get your blood flowing.
Okay. So when you have that 30-minute break, instead of getting more tired,
Yeah.
you gotta boost your energy with
Yeah.
the sea moss and exercise. Okay. I think once people kind of hear it from somebody who's going through what they're going through as far as working 12 hours shifts and being able to see like a kind of a progression. So I wake up in the morning, I get straight on the roads, no problem there, because I'm telling them like, you need to eat. So if there's somebody who's actually going through it, he doesn't necessarily eat breakfast, but I recommend having at least something, especially, you know, when you're first starting out eating healthy foods. And then we can, see that progression. So breakfast, exercise, lunch. Oh wait, do you eat lunch before you exercise? Or how do you do that?
No, when I exercise, the way I do it, that actually has helped me with my workout and sustain energy when I work out. I wait till I feel hungry. That's when I work out. And for some odd reason, that's helped my workout, and I can go longer with my workouts, which is, I know it sounds funny, but I guess as my body's getting used to it, and I can have a lot more energy when I work out. So I could work out for an hour. I only do like an hour, but the workout I do is intense. There's hardly any rest in between the workouts that I do. So
I'm hearing a theme here, listening to your body. So when you're eating a lot of processed foods, you can't really listen to your body because a lot of those foods have a lot of fat in there, and they will keep you full for too long. You end up missing your lunch time, right? So you eat all this fat and you're like, oh, I'm not even hungry when 1 o'clock comes around, and then you end up, missing that break and then eating late at night and a lot of food at night. And then usually when you're super hungry, you pick the wrong foods. Your choices are off, at least for me. The cinnamon rolls and yeah, exactly. So eating frequently, eating healthy foods is going to help to sustain your energy so you can be able to do that workout during your breaks. All right, so I always want to say thank you, Jason, for coming here, sharing information. Maybe something that you say or share can help someone to get on that track of being healthy or get back on the bandwagon if they've fallen off. And my words are not enough in our clinic visits.
No, thank you. Thanks for having me.
And then we'll be sure to add that information on regarding how they can get CMOS from your company. So you got 2 businesses, the trucking and the CMOS.
And I do meal preps. I do meal preps for some of the drivers that are with the company that I'm with. So.
All right. Okay. All right. Well, we'll see you guys next time. Be sure to subscribe and like our channel.
Yeah. And CMOS is called Elite CMOS.